I wonder if you can say more about how this understanding of anti-racism and anti-racist research that your center pursues is different from simply not being racist.
The very heartbeat of, of racism is denial. And the sound of that heartbeat that the individual makes is, I'm not racist. By contrast, to be anti-racist is to actually say, you know what, that red lighting policy was racist. You know what, that chokehold was a racist chokehold. You know, that policy that has impoverished that Black community disproportionately, that was a racist policy. And I supported it. And when I supported it, I was being racist, but I'm going to change.
What do you think is the biggest challenge today that makes it hard for people to be anti-racist and change existing racist policies to overcome racist power?
You have more people who are aware of racism and its horrible impact, but they're not willing necessarily to support the types of solutions that can eliminate racism. And so their awareness has not transformed into action.
Recently in Rochester, we had a 9-year-old girl handcuffed and pepper sprayed by Rochester police officers. Give us some tools as rising anti-racist leaders on how to address Black children not being seen or treated as children.
The effects of anti-Black racist ideas are indeed that Black children are treated like adults, and even Black adults are treated like children. It is critically important to protect, to have policies and practices in place that protect Black children from those who would adultify them.
Our city has been somewhat reeling over the past 6 to 8 months after the death of a man named Daniel Prude at the hands of the Rochester Police Department. If you could think with us around things either from your research center or in your own work, how you would think about anti-racist policing.
Knowing just how many people who are killed at the hands of by police who have mental disabilities, even how many, the number of people who are in prison when they should be, in a treatment center, it's just sort of appalling, to me. And so I took what happened to Daniel very personally, because that could have been me, that could have been my brother. We have been taught that the way you fight crime is by more police, is by militarized by police, is by more jails, is by tougher laws. And that's how you fight violent crime. The racist fear of the dangerous Black neighborhood is probably the most dangerous racist idea.
What would an anti-racist pandemic response look like to you? Or what kinds of ways can we think about responses to pandemic that would be explicitly anti-racist?
What the studies have borne out is you have Black people and even brown people who are dying at higher rates because they can't work from home. Another reason why Black people died at higher rates from COVID-19 was because they don't have access to health insurance, which then led to Black people not presenting into the hospital until they had more advanced stages of COVID. And then we also know that Black people, even middle-income Black people, are more likely to live in what's called trauma deserts, meaning they don't live near trauma-1 centers. As we sit on the other side of 500,000 people dead from the coronavirus, when are we, as a people, going to take our lives seriously and the lives of people who look like us serious, and more importantly, the lives of people who don't look like us?